Hey, this is Johnny Beane, 10:59 p.m. Pacific Time, Thursday, 4/20, 2017. How is everybody? This is my vlog, my veda vlog every day in April. I'm doing this along with Savvy Sexy Social. So the hashtag is SSSVEDA. We got the live chat box here. Hey, Ty Z is here. Hey, man. John Constantine says, hey, Johnny. Hey, John. Leanne says, hello, all. Hey, Leanne. Manny says, howdy. Hey, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. This is my daily vlog podcast edition, I guess, if you want to call it that. I I almost recorded, video for today instead of doing a live thing like this right now. I almost did like some different segments from my day, but I decided didn't go that route today. Although I could have. I could have. You guys could have. You could have seen somebody. Somebody knocked over my. You know how yesterday was we say Wednesday is garbage night, right? Trash night, right? Well, apparently at some point today during the afternoon, somebody kicked over my trash can um, into this creek. Um, so I basically had to go fishing, basically, with what did I have? My what do you call it? um, I can't think of the word. I basically have to tie my trash and my recycle cans together and have them on this cart on the back of my truck. Um, so anyway, I had to use one of those, and it has a hook on the end of it, and I had to basically try to attach it to the can to get it out of the water. It wasn't so. It took me a few tries to do it. So anyway, I guess I could have filmed that, but I don't know if that would have been that exciting to look at. Ty Z says, "Is it still warm up there right now? It's still 70, and it's 11. OMG. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Bungee cord. That's it. Manny. Actually, no, it's not a bungee. It's not. It's like a bungee, but it's not. It's just. It has the hook on the end, and it's just. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't think what that's called. Um. Anyway, that's something I did today. Um. So did anybody actually break down and go out and get the unicorn frappuccino today? I thought about it for a second. I thought about going and getting one, but I didn't. Uh, I'm actually not a huge fan of stuff like that, so it's very easy for me to resist. But everybody's talking about it, man. Hey, Steve Anderson is in the house. Hey, dude, how are you doing? Oh no, you're not late, man. Been on for about what, 4 minutes? 5 minutes? I don't even know. No idea. But yeah, so anyway, everybody's talking about that unicorn frappuccino thing. and apparently, uh, Starbucks, they're running out of them. Either they're actually running out, or they say they don't have them because everybody doesn't want uh, everybody there. They don't want to make them because apparently they're too hard to make. That's what I was hearing about on the radio tonight, listening to my favorite radio station, which is KFI AM 640 in Los Angeles. I actually had that station on all day today. Um, any results from that Letterman show song from 1985? Oh, what we were talking about last night? I don't know. What did I say? I said it sounded like maybe an original that Edward had worked on. That kind of sounded like Aftershock a little bit. Um, maybe Dave, maybe Nesdal will know actually. Maybe remind me, Steve Anderson, if you're in the chat tomorrow, we're doing our live thing tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. Um, bring it up in the chat tomorrow, and maybe Nesdal will know what song that is. How many eggs today? Also, how many did I get? Maybe six or eight. Sounded like Aftershock. You said, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it did. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Kind of, sort of. Hey, the Vigilant is here. Hey, man, welcome, welcome to Thursday night. Veda vlog every day in April. Podcast edition. Cool, man. Steve. Yeah. 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 Ask us tomorrow in the 5 o'clock Pacific in the chat about that tune. Maybe we can figure that out. We can definitely talk about it for sure, you know. Manny said nope, but a pizzeria nearby had a special 420 pizza that had nacho cheese instead of pizza sauce and had hot Cheetos as toppings. Oh man, I would actually try that. That doesn't sound too bad actually. That sounds like a lot of fun. 420. 420 day. It's like an actual holiday. That reminds me, the calendar for tonight for if you happen to go to I believe it's savvysexysocial.com is their website. Those are the people I'm doing this challenge along with. The vlogging every day. Hashtag SSSVEDA. If you go to go to their website, there's a calendar for ideas to talk about for vlogging, right? For this. And the question today, I looked at the calendar, but the question today, I think, is what's your favorite holiday? I think is what the question was. And it seems like today is actually a holiday. I mean, it's still the 20th here in California, at least for another 52 minutes, something like that. The Vigilant, you missed Wolfgang Wednesday? It's cool, man. It's cool. It's there. You can always watch or listen to the videos. They'll always be there. But yeah, as far as joining us live, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just remember every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're on live. Steve Anderson says 41 days till June and the 5150 guitar. Still pace. Yeah. Well, Steve, what do you think about my avatar here? Is it cool? Because that's the guitar right there. That's it. Steve also says, I've been jamming Cream tunes tonight with my EVH Art Series Bumblebee. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. And by the way, anybody who's listening to this, if you're brand new, um, I'm reading along in the chat box here. People are commenting, asking questions. John says, I tend to love turkey-based holidays. If there's turkey, it's good, he says. Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. Definitely. Steve says the avatar is saved in my computer. That avatar right there. Are you on Twitter? Were you? There was a couple. I noticed a couple people on Twitter using my using pictures of me as their avatars. Um, I mean, not for my face, but just because I'm holding like that guitar. I happened to come across. I just happened to come across um, two other. I mean, I'm on Twitter, obviously, but uh, I came across a couple other accounts of other people who are obviously Van Halen fans, guitar fans, and one of them was using I think this picture actually. This avatar you're looking at right now of me holding that guitar. Somebody was using that as their Twitter profile picture, and then there was somebody else I just happened to come across. Um, a picture. It was the avatar. I think it was me playing a guitar. Um, I recognize the picture though. I think it was me playing the GMW 5150 guitar. A picture from years ago. Years ago. So I haven't played that guitar in a long time. Actually, it has a broken string. It's been sitting here on the rack with a busted string for like months. Haven't played it. What was for dinner tonight? Homemade pizza. It was good. I just got done eating it. Actually, our friend Brent Cohn, which Brent, where are you? Brent messaged me on Facebook and he's like, "Are you going live? Are you going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm eating dinner. Once I'm done, I'll go live." So Brent, I don't know if you're listening. Maybe you are. Maybe I'll message you real quick on the. Let me see. Let me just message Brent. Tell him that I'm on because he was asking. There we go. Brent, if you're listening, I just wrote to you on Facebook and said I'm live. Steve says, "Cool. I had pizza too, a frozen one." Doctor, how do you pronounce that? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. The pizza I had, it was a frozen crust from Trader Joe's, and then you made it myself, literally. You put the sauce on it, you put the cheese on it. What else did I have on it? Black olives, and I had some turkey sausage slices. Like pepperoni shaped. You know, um, some of those. Oh, that's a brand of pizza. I don't know how you pronounce it. Otecker. Oh, Joe Wentz is here. Look at this. Joe, dude, I was thinking about you earlier. I was wondering if you actually went out and tried that new unicorn frappuccino from Starbucks yet. And if not, I have a feeling your lunchtime video will be you driving through a Starbucks grabbing one of those. I have a feeling. Craziness. Everybody's everybody's either getting those things or they're talking about them or they don't want them. I posted on Facebook today something about did anybody try the new unicorn frappuccino from Starbucks yet? And I got a bunch of responses. I got like 25 responses or something. Everybody's talking about that thing. Not yet, Joe says. Yeah. I don't know. If you like because they say it's not really sweet. It looks like it would be, but they say it's more sour. It's sour and it's like mango. It's like a sour mango kind of thing. The Vigilant says read Sam Ash magazine and saw Ernie Ball Music Man. How do you pronounce that? You guys know I can't read. Paradigm? The guitar strings heard they were slightly more resistant resistance to breakage. Steve Anderson, what flavor is the unicorn frappuccino? What flavor is it? I think it's mango. I keep hearing it's mango. It's like a sour mango, like really sour, is what I'm hearing. Hey, Brent is here. Hey, dude. He says, "What's up, brother?" You have a huge horn growing out of your head. What? Oh my goodness, man. Oh, where am I? I've got Facebook open here. There I am. Sour mango. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they say it's real tart. Joanne says. Yeah. Ah, Steve, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I had a busy day around here. Like I said earlier, for those of you that just tuned in live right here, like Joe and Brent, I basically had to go fishing for my trash can today because somebody knocked it into the creek. So I had to use a uh see what is it called? Has the hook on the end of it. I can't think of it. Huh? A what? Finch? Cinch. It's a cinch. It's not a cinch trying to remember what it's called. Yeah. Steve Anderson, strange how a lot of songs from the past now have grown on me, like Losing My Religion by REM. He says he digs that song now. I've always liked that song. Oh, I always thought it was cool. Hmm. Oh yeah, Joe. Oh yeah, everybody did. Everybody did a video on that thing today. Everyone. I mean, I think it was maybe released yesterday or something. I heard somebody commented on Facebook saying that they had it yesterday or something, but today was the day where everybody was talking about that thing. The unicorn frappuccino. Joe, you know what I was thinking? It'd be a good combo. Get the unicorn frappuccino and then go get the the naked chicken chalupa. There you go. Perfect. That sounds like a video right there, man. Yeah. Yes. So anyway. So yeah, so yeah, there you go, Joe. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, that sounds like a combo to me, man. You know? Well, yeah, yeah, that's true, Brent. Ty Z says I heard it was terrible. Which the unicorn? Oh, too much sugar. Yeah, yeah. I heard it. I heard it's basically like drinking like a six pack of Coke and like one drink is what I heard, sugar wise. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually I'm not huge on sweet anything. I mean, I can go. I can pass on dessert every time and be fine. I'm good with like one bite of something. John says he'd rather just have a Coke than the unicorn frappuccino. Steve Anderson, he says, Johnny Bean, have you ever plugged into the mini EVH 1550 amp, the one that takes a battery? Not the lunchbox, smaller. Yeah, I have one. I have one sitting right here. Yeah, they call it the micro stack. hmm I've plugged into it. Actually, search the channel here. Just search YouTube channel Johnny Bean for just use keywords microstack, and you'll come across some videos. I did an unboxing video of the EVH microstack. Did an unboxing where I played through it in the same video, and then it's probably another video as well. Probably. Oh, you ordered one. Oh, cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's a cool little amp. I mean, it's just a small uh obviously. Yeah, it's just you'll see. You'll see what it is. 802 Blues. Hey, dude. 802 Blues just commented. I'm sure you guys heard all that. That's like one comment and it's like making it tells my phone it's like 802 Blues. You commented on an older video, but you're talking to us right now. I know that. But I get three different alerts for like one comment on my phone. One from Google Plus, one from YouTube, and one from Studio, which is the YouTube app that I use. But the Vigilant says nothing tops Dr. Pepper, in my opinion. What do you think about Mr. Pibb? Yeah, I'm not real big on what do you call those? Soft drinks? I used to drink Sprite all the time, believe it or not, years ago. With every time I went out, I'd get a Sprite. Um, don't do that anymore. And there was a while, um, oh, like 10 years ago, where I drank cherry Coke a lot. But since then, I really haven't been big on the soft drink thing. Oh yeah. That's funny. John says Mr. Pibb never did any graduate work, unlike the doctor. Steve Anderson says, I like grape Gatorade. Addicted, I buy a six pack every week of the grape Gatorade. The Vigilant says Pib Extra. Good substitute when there is nothing. Um, so Steve Anderson, so grape Gatorade, that tastes different from like let's say the blue Gatorade, the different colors, the different flavors. I haven't had Gatorade in a long time, although I have had it. Joe said something here. Oh, Joe Wentz says I'll be doing an unboxing video tomorrow of my new pedal board. My very first pedal board, believe it or not, he says. Cool, man. Looking forward to that. Awesome. Awesome, man. Yeah, yeah, there's all different kinds of pedal boards. Um there's ones that are powered that have built-in power. There's ones where you actually have to power them yourself, all different kinds. But yeah, yeah, looking forward to that though, man. Steve Anderson says, "Yes, the grape Gatorade is good." And also he's asking Joe Wentz what brand of pedal board he's getting. Hmm. Very cool. Very cool, man. Yeah, I just have one pedal board. I had a few. I sold one and then another one I threw away. It's just the one I use is just a real cheap pedal board. I've had it for years. I've had it for a long time. Huh? Fresca. Brent C. Rocks. Fresca. Are you talking about that Coke drink? Fresca? Steve Anderson says, Johnny, what pedalboard do you recommend? I have mine on a piece of plywood. Yeah, that was my first pedalboard. It was a piece of plywood with pedals uh, taped to them. That was my first one. As far as what do I recommend, uh, there's so many, man. There's so many different ones. John says, let's bring back Tab Cola. Joanne says it's made by Donner. I also ordered a power supply as well. Oh, cool. Very cool. 802 Blues. 802 Blues just chimed in. Let's see what they said. If I can find my comments on my phone. It says, going to try my first Wolfgang tomorrow. My Guitar Center actually has a used one, and it's and it is the natural one. Oh, cool, dude. Gonna try a Wolfgang for the first time? A natural one. Are you talking about the EVH? Uh, the EVH one? Like the one that Joe, don't you have Joe Wentz? Don't, isn't that the one that you have? You have the natural uh Mexico one, right? I'm assuming, is that the one 802 Blues? Is that the one they have? Because that is a new guitar. It's possible. Either way, congratulations, man. Yeah, let us know what you think. What you think about the Wolfgang guitars? Joe Wentz says yes. Yeah, he does have the natural, the Natural, right? Brentsy Rocks, build your own board. He says. 802 Blue says, yeah, the EVH special like Joe's. Cool. Cool, man. Oh, that's a great guitar, dude. Yeah, you're gonna dig it. Definitely. I can tell you that. Yeah. Amazing guitars. I mean, look at this. We talk about them every day. That's all we do is talk about Wolfgang guitars. Mhm. So Brent Z Rock says to build your own pedal board. Hmm? Yeah, I mean a lot of people do, but Brent, are you talking about like actually like building like the whole thing from scratch? The Vigilant says planned on saving for another Wolfgang, but I am planning to save for a Mean Street Guitar Intruder model. Hmm. I don't think I've ever tried one of those. Brent says yes. Oh, you built your own board from scratch? Is there a picture on your Facebook of your board? John says I want that Guthrie Govan Charvel, but it's way too pricey. He says. Joe says that guitar plays like a dream. I'm thinking you're talking about your El Natural Wolfgang Special, probably. Steve Anderson, the Intruder model, is that a Frankie? The Mean Street Intruder? Is it a Frankie? I don't know. Brent C. Rocks says he will post pictures of his pedal board. He says he built it from the ground up. That's very cool, man. That is very cool. The Vigilant says, Steve, it is like the EVH Ernie Ball Music Man minus the tremolo and the truss rod wheel. Wheel. Cool. I've heard of those. I've heard of them. That's that's awesome. That's cool. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I have a feeling tomorrow we're gonna see Joe Wentz uh unbox his new pedal board while drinking a unicorn frappuccino at the same time. I have a feeling. He might even squeeze in a naked chicken chalupa. Why not? But Joe, no, really, no. Next time you go to Arby's, though, yeah, you got to get that Meat Mountain. You got to order one of those. Make a video with that. Steve Anderson says, I'm saving up for the Holy Grail for me personally, the EVH Stripe Series 5150 guitar. Yes. Yeah, that's the guitar you see right there in my avatar. Mhm. It's a great guitar, Steve. You won't believe it. Will not. If you guys are wondering, if you want to know more about that guitar, the EVH Gear Stripe Series 5150, just go to my channel right here, and there's a video. If you haven't been to my channel before, this video will autoplay as of, 420 2017. Um, and it's a slideshow of photos that I took of the guitar when I was at NAMM a few months ago. So, yes, yeah, I did play it. I do love it, and it is amazing. That's true. That's true, man. Yeah, Joe Wentz. Yeah, dude, talk about a video. Yeah. An unboxing, a unicorn frappuccino, and a naked chicken chalupa all in one. Imagine that. Oh man. But no, yeah, as far as that Arby's Meat Mountain, uh yeah, I think that's a little too much. A little too much stuff. Steve Anderson is saying, I hope the neck on the EVH 5150 Stripe Series guitar is as smooth as the Charvel EVH Art Series guitars. Um, yeah, I think it is. I mean, I mean, it's not the same neck. It's different. It's different. Um, but personally, I like the neck on the 5150 Stripe Series the best out of all those guitars. The Art Series, all the other Stripe Series guitars, the red, black, and white, the black and white, the Bumblebee, the circles, the uh, the star. The star was my favorite of all of them. The star was my favorite for a long time, as far as the neck shape. But the neck shape on the 5150 Stripe Series is my favorite. Um, it's very cool. Okay, Brent just sent me a photo just now. Let's see. Black Star. Is that your amp? Brent Z Rocks just sent me a picture of a Black Star. Yeah, wrong pick. That's not even a real picture, man. That's like a graphic. That's a cartoon of an amplifier. That is your amp, though. Cool. That's cool. The Black Star. It's a half stack. I don't think I've ever tried one of those. I don't think I've tried one. Not yet, anyway. But I think soon. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm looking at Brent Xerox. I'm looking at a picture of his. Oh, I see your amp. I see your guitars. You got the red, black, and white stripe series. You got a blue. Looks like a Kramer Focus. What is that? Is that a Kramer Focus? 2000? You have your Ibanez lawsuit Les Paul in this picture. And then, oh, I see your pedal board. Yeah, yeah, it looks like you that's something you made. That's cool, man. That's very cool. Yeah, Joe says, yeah. Oh, the Kramer is a 3000 from 1984. Cool. Cool. That's a nice guitar, man. Those are all nice guitars. Joe says, yeah, the Mead Mountain sandwich is way too much for him, he says. Zebra, hey, man. Zebra is here, and he says, hey, Johnny and everyone, my nephew is building a Strat with EVH Frankie Humbucker. What would you recommend single coil wise? Single coil wise, there's so many great ones. I mean, Seymour Duncan makes great. They make great single coils. Fender, of course. Um, I don't know. There's so many. Brent is telling me. The Wolfgang. Huh? With the Wolfgang 2013 at the bridge and a scalloped neck. Oh, the Kramer. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys can't see the picture I'm looking at, but it's a Kramer Focus 3000 from 1984. It's blue and it's got the humbucker and two single coils, Floyd Rose. Oh, I see it. The neck is all scalloped. I can see that. Brent, what do you think about the scallop necks? I've never had one. I've tried them. I've actually never really understood the difference. But I guess you don't have to press down as hard or something. Is that what the deal is? You can just play with like a real light touch with the scallops necks. You have to take your time learning. You have to take your time learning. Oh, to use a scallop neck? Brent is sending me messages. That's cool. Steve Anderson is saying, tough question. I jam from guitar to chorus to overdrive. Brent, is that you calling me? Yeah, it is. Let's see if I can real quick. Hey, Brent.
Bud, what's up?
Hey. So what's the deal with the scallop necks?
Well, the scallop neck, it's yeah, that's big preference there. Yeah, it's something like Lumstein, all them guys did. You have to play very light on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you're used to biting on the neck, no way, because everything's going to go flat. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's I don't know. I didn't have a choice with that guitar because I had played it for so many years from '84 when I got it. I started grooving the neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was big grooves from all my all the patterns, all the scales, and it just started getting to where my my strings were almost catching, and it was getting almost unplayable. You know what I mean? On clean stuff, slow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it down to Tony Carducci. He's one of the luthiers around here. He builds. You've seen Tony's custom guitars.
Yeah. He has a lot of stuff.
Well, Brent, he goes, well, we're going to have to break it up. I go, there's no way. I bought this brand new in '84, had Eddie's tag on it. That's when Eddie was really pushing the Kramers, and it was just the whole thing, having it since then and playing it, and I wanted to save it. I didn't want to change that neck. I wanted to keep the headstock the same. I wanted it the same. I was going to go for another neck. Tony goes, well, there's one thing we can do. We can scallop them. Because Tony's got over 70 guitars, and probably, I would say 50 of them are scalloped.
Wow, really?
That's how he plays. That's how he learns. Yeah, anything you see with Tony, did you see me playing, holding that double neck, that one he made for the, I mean, you've probably seen several guitars of me holding the crazy looking ones, Star Wars and all them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's Tony. He builds them.
Yeah.
And every one of them scalloped.
Wow.
That's what he does. That's how he plays. But if you heard him play, you'll know why. It's that Malmsteen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's something. Is it my go-to guitar anymore? No, it's my work guitar. When I go to that, I play on that because it really makes me think really what I'm doing with my chord. Because if you do not, attack them chords right with that light, because you don't touch, you don't feel the wood, bud. It's gone. It's all you feel. It's some strings against that fret, and you don't have a base to go on. You know what I mean? You can't rub that neck and smear it. When you're smearing it very light, because if you push it down too far, guess what happens? Especially on a total floating bridge like that one is. That 84 is original German Floyd Rose. I'd full float all the way back. I could pull it up, swing the bar back. It will swing, totally nuts. So you really got to be careful on a floating bridge. Now, if you got a set neck, just say a straight standard. You know what I mean, like a Strat or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be. It's going to be easier to play than it is on a Floyd. I'm telling anybody to do it if they got a Floyd Rose or a floating bridge. Really be careful, or try to play one or get the feel out of one before you do it, because it was a big thing for me. I said, well, do I want to change? Do I want him to, when once that neck's done, it's done. And I thought, do I want to try playing it like it is now? But it got to just, like I said, some of the frets were just so bad, it was just more of a hindrance, And I said, well, I don't. Then I thought, oh, I'm not putting a new neck on it. And I played his. He let me play his Strat, his polka dot, his buddy guy, and I played it, and for a couple minutes, and I just go scallop it. And then I just, I'm going to have to go with it. And he told me before he did it, he goes, Brent, it's going to be a learning curve. And it really is. It's another curve. But I don't know if you ever played one. It is awesome. I mean, when you get used to it, you'll sit there for a while and you get frustrated. It sounds like you're out of tune, but after you get used to it, it's really neat, and you can be faster than hell. But to be consistent, you got to stay with it. You got to just keep playing it for a while. You know what I mean? Because it's totally different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like playing a totally different instrument, especially with what I'm dealing with too. Is what Tony told me. It wouldn't be as hard for you to adapt, Brent, but you're using the floating bridge, and that's, you know what I mean. When it's a full floater, dude, yeah, then you gotta. Yeah, it's just it's a learning curve, man. That's all I can say. Yeah, if you ever played one, I was just gonna tell you though. I called you up. I couldn't say it on the internet. My keyboard's
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've played them, but they weren't my guitars, and so it was like in a store. So I've never spent a lot of time with one, to really experiment with it or whatever.
But
so,
like I tell people, some people would love it, some people would totally hate it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an aggressive player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's light players and there's aggressive players. Classical player would love it. Um, hard rock metal guys can take him a while to get used to it.
Well, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Is
nail on the notes, mirroring it. You know what I mean?
I heard you have to play really lightly on them.
Oh yes,
you know, like super
that's
light.
what I'm saying.
Super light, yeah.
Not. It depends on your. It depends on your attack. It depends on how you play. It depends on how you execute the note. I mean, it's just you got to play lighter on them. That's to be said, but really to play one, you just have to play it and get used to it. You can't just pick one up. You know what I mean? And say, oh, this is for me, this ain't for me. I was in a choice where I said, well, I don't want to get another neck, so I'm going to work with it. And then I went with it kind of reluctantly until I got used to it. And then I thought, wow, now that guitar is in a different category for me. If I want to do something like, say, getting out of the metal, the 80s and all that, if I want to do something like Talk Evil Ways, Santana, that's my go-to. You know what I mean? If I want to do any Santana, any clean, like you said, Cars, anything, Police, anything like that, that's going to be that guitar. Even though I got a 2013, when I got my EV8 Stripe, I called Seymour Duncan and had him make me the Hot 78 and had to make it the highest gain I could get it. I put that in there, and then I took that, the Wolfgang that come in 2013, I put that in my 84 Kramer. That's at the bridge. And I left the 2 standard soap bars at the top. And I tell you what, dude, that woke that guitar up. But you know what's so cool about this, Johnny? You would love that guitar, that tone, because it took it kind of took the EV8 sound away from it, the Van Halen sound that it had with the old pickup, with the original. But it's so clean, man. That's what I love about it. It's you wouldn't believe. Everybody thinks, get a Wolfgang, you're going to be the tone monster, most distorted. No, when you put that in the right guitar and you use it as a different, you know what I mean, a different meaning. It turned out. But like I said, anybody wants to get a scallop, think about it. It's going to be something you don't want to. It ain't going to be your go-to guitar for quite a while. But once you get used to it, it's cool. It's really cool. But like you said, if you got a guitar sitting around that the next bad, or you want to do something different, try something different. Try something different with your style or playing. Try one, man. Try a scallop guitar, because I'm glad I did it in a way. Just gave me a totally different style. I got 27 guitars, so that's, and I only got like 4 go-tos, that I just grabbed, and that's one of them. But I heard you talking about scallop pack and stuff, and I thought, boom, got one.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that guitar was scalloped until you had mentioned that, and when I saw the photo, you could totally see it. Yeah.
Oh, I got so many pictures and pictures. I just can't pull them up quick enough to go through them to send you. And and you're on the radio, you're live, so I can't. It's hard to show you anything, and I hate bugging you. But when I heard you talk about scallops, I go on there. I got one. Play it. Just telling people what's up. If you got a guitar that's got a screwed up back on it, you want to keep it original, try scalloping it. And you don't have to go that drastic. You can just, some bands, there's some artists out there that only do 3 or 4 frets. Some do from the 9th up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've...
there's... Yes.
That's what... Total. Yeah. That's what I've mostly seen, are a lot of people, they only do like the very, very, the highest frets are scalloped. But your guitar, it looked like every fret was scalloped.
Mine, I told him to go. He said, Brant, he told me this. What do you want to do? We can go shallow, we can go medium, or we can go like mine, full bore. I go to it all the way out. So all the way up to the 22nd fret, they're all the same depth. When you look at that, you got to be careful with them too. And depending on what guitar and what neck you're doing, this is Japan. This is one of the good ones. You know what I mean? 84, the one made in Japan.
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the bad boy. It's a original. It's heavy. It's a heavy guitar. It's probably almost 8 pounds. I mean, it's really heavy. But I talk about a tank. You know, and you got to look at the neck too. And you got to really know somebody that's going to scallop it for you if you want it done. Because if they go too thin, you can break the neck so easy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things that he took in. He could tell me how far he could go. So you really got to know your luthier who is working on your guitar. You got to really go to somebody that really knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
don't take it to anybody, because it's done. Dude, once they start grinding that neck, it's done. It's over. I mean, if you wanted to keep it stocked, you better know who's grinding on it. But I had a lot of faith. I had a lot of faith in Tony, man. He does me justice. So, but I'll let you get back to the show, dude.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for calling in, man.
Hey, no problem, buddy. No problem.
Cool. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow at where are you at? You're Midwest. Uh let's see. Seven.
Mississippi River, baby.
7. I'll be live tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Okay, that will be
Well, your time. I mean, 7 o'clock your time.
9. Oh, 7-5. Okay, you're going on 5.
5 o'clock here. So yeah, 7 o'clock there, PM.
All right, yeah. 7 here. I'll be on, brother.
Cool. Cool, man. All right. All right. Have a good night,
Like
man.
always. Hey, rock on, buddy. Keep on rocking.
All right. See you, Brent.
See you, man.
Bye bye.
Later, bud.
That was Brent, everybody. Brent Xerox. Let's see. Joe Wentz says the only thing I like scalloped are my potatoes. Sometimes, he says. John says those I am good at. Love all potatoes, John says. Scalloped potatoes are great. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. The Vigilant. Hey, Johnny, how are you able to film in your nearest music shop? I was tempted to try out the Stripe series at my local shop, but didn't know how to film it. How do I do those videos at Guitar Center? What I do is I'll go into what they call the platinum room. Most Guitar Centers have a room that's like closed off and kind of soundproofed, kind of, not really, but sort of. And that's where they have most of their like real high end guitars and amps and stuff. And a lot of the guitars are like locked up. Um, but the main reason I go into that room is because the outside of, well, this is just Guitar Center, probably some other shops as well, but the main floor, you hear they have piped in music, and you can't have that piped in music in your YouTube videos. So, and also just to get away from everybody, you know. So I go into what they call the platinum room. It's just a room. If you walk into any Guitar Center, most of them you'll see it. Most people know what it is. It's just a room, that's enclosed. But anyway, I'll go into one of those rooms and I'll use my iPhone and I'll just film. I'll plug into an amp, and a lot of the times, the amp I plug into, I'll be facing the amp, the amp and cabinet, and I'll place my phone on the either on the amp itself or on the cab right next to the amp, leaning up against the amp, the head. And then on the iPhone, I'll just switch, to the front facing camera and just film that way. If I'm by myself, that's normally how I do it. Although some other times I'll either have somebody with me and they'll film me, in there, or, you know, that's really it. Yeah, yeah. Steve Anderson says I think he normally goes into the jam room and has someone else film it. Yeah, the jam room. Is that what they call? Is that's what you call it? The jam room. Yeah, yeah. I think they call them the platinum room because a lot of times that the guitars in there are like Paul Reed Smiths, Les Pauls, and Fender custom guitars, and a lot of times they're actually locked up. They're either in glass or plastic, or they're in like cases, see-through cases where you can see them on the wall, or they're actually locked up at the headstock, and an employee has to come in and actually unlock it for you to take the guitar off the rack. So yeah, that's it, really. That's it. And I think that is it. I think we're good. Oh, it's midnight. Look at this. All right, I'm done. It's now officially Friday, the 21st. So I'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you everybody for jumping in here. Wow, how long have we been on here? Has it been an hour? Have we actually been sitting there for an hour? Man. Um, I'll be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Chicago time for Brent, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Um, Brent says it's 2 o'clock in the morning there. Yeah, yeah, it's 12 here. Yeah. Good night, the Vigilant. Good night, Joe Wentz. Yeah, yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow with Nesdal. Um, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll do our live chat, and then I'll be back with another Veda vlog, either earlier in the day or later. Not sure yet. Not sure what I'm doing. Either way, look for 2 videos tomorrow, right here, YouTube channel Johnny Beane. Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening. Steve Anderson, have a great night. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for participating. Thank you for calling, Brent. Thank you. All right, everybody, rock on. See you guys tomorrow. Johnny Beane. 802 Blues says, have a good rest of the night, Johnny. Great chat. Rock on. Thank you, 802 Blues, man. Thank you, everybody. Keep on rocking, Brent. See you guys tomorrow. Johnny Beane, johnnybeane.com. Good night.